Aw, isn't she a cutie pie? She is, isn't she? You guessed it. It's me. I can't even really... I don't know how old I was, but... Yeah, that's adorable, bubbly me. Reniel Billups. Thank you for taking the opportunity to kind of go down memory lane with me. This summer, we decided to take a trip to Jamaica, and so in the process, my hubby put together a nice little memory for me, and so we decided to share it with you. Yeah, that's me again. Very beautiful. That's my grandmother in the back. That's one of the main reasons why I wanted to make the journey to Jamaica. It was a family reunion, and that house brings back so much great memories seeing that. Yeah, that's me in the front, little skinny thing in my little ugly dress. But my grandma, that queen that's sitting behind me. Words can't even begin to express how much I love and miss that woman. So yeah, that's the house I grew up in. Darlaston. On top of the hill. Yeah. I don't think Santa remembered my teeth that year. I was missing some. And daggum, my 5 head was shiny. But yeah, that's me as a little girl also. Yeah, I was attending John the Baptist Prep School. Yeah, there was a Sister Mary Catherine at that school. I still don't have fond memories of her. Yeah, that's a mean woman. That uniform brought me back there. My goodness. But there, I was actually sitting in Dynasty Restaurant. It's a restaurant in Jamaica that my father would pick me up from school every now and then when he came back to Jamaica, and he would take me to. Very, very good food. I do remember that. You can tell that I've kind of always loved food, huh? Yeah, I love grease too. My forehead was shiny in that one too. Oh gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's me again. Shimmering. And that was actually not too long before I came to the States. It wasn't. That's my grandparents. Amen it to Laura Williams. Oh, wow. I'm not even supposed to be crying while I'm talking, but beautiful people. Beautiful, 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 my angels. I miss them so much. No, hardest working man and hardest working woman. I don't think they have a grandchild or a great-grandchild prior to their death that didn't come through their hands. Everybody lived in their house. Everybody lived in their house. It's a funny thing because when I went to the family reunion, my cousins are still saying that I was the favorite one that lived in their house. I don't quite 100% remember that way, but either way, I guess I was kind of like the baby in the house at one point, so I guess that would have made me kind of the favorite, but... Or everyone would think I'm the favorite. I don't know. But anyway, that is Eamon Williams and Talora Williams. Oh, gosh. That's me and my father. That is me and my father, Oliver Williams. And boy, do I look like I should be in a Salt and Pepper video. Oh, wow, and my knees. Anyway, I went to Florida to visit my father. He was living in Florida at that time. And so I was a teenager. God, Daddy, I know you're going to see this, but please don't wear them socks with them shoes no more. He don't have quite as much hair anymore either, but he still got the same smile, and that man didn't really age a whole lot, did he? Oliver Williams and myself. My father and I talked about a family reunion, and he put it together. He came up with the date, and so we decided to make that journey back to the islands to visit with family and also to pay my tributes to my grandparents. Road trip. And what a road trip it was. Oh my goodness. Never will I drive from Michigan to Florida again, except for one reason. Oh my goodness. That was the trip from hell. That's not really our car, but our car did kind of break down on the way to Florida. We thought it to be a good idea to drive to Florida and fly from Florida to Jamaica because the ticket was least expensive that way. And then also in the process, we would be able to go visit with my, father, family or whatever in Florida. Kind of one-shot deal. And then when we come back, we'd be back in Florida. So we'd get to spend a little bit more time with my family again also. Yeah. A day before getting on the plane, yeah, we got messed up. That's really my car. That other car was something that don't know where Charles found that. That's really my car. And yeah, something about the water pump and something, and it was overheating and something. But either way, thank goodness my husband got on the phone. We found a dealership that was able to take us in right away. Everything was still under warranty. They fixed it. We sat in the car dealership looking like homeless people for about a good 4 hours. We fell asleep, laughed, joked, watched TV, did everything we could. They got us together, not one dime, and we were back on the road, thankfully. So then we got on the road, my husband and I. We got to the point that we were switching seats every half an hour or something. We were so tired, but you can't tell. Look how fresh we look at the airport, looking good, heading to Jamaica. And yeah, that's my daughter and her boyfriend. Interesting thing. This was his first time leaving the country and first time flying. And even though he's smiling bright right there, boy, was that boy nervous when he got on that plane. He was nervous. And he had a fun time too. And as you can see, my husband chose to have a fun time too. Good looking drink. He had there. On the plane. Yeah, we were selfieing it up. I do love my husband. He's a great guy. And there we are, heading out. Now, it's a beautiful picture. On the way. And we have arrived. Yay! And now is when that nerves kicked in with my daughter's boyfriend. He didn't like it going up and he didn't like it going down. Let's just put it that way. I kind of wish we had recorded that. But tears came to my eyes because I had not been to Jamaica in so long. And I cooked the food. I've never lost the culture. I've always been around the people and whatnot. But traveling to Jamaica just wasn't part of what I did. Should have, but just wasn't. For whatever reason, so many reasons that I just don't want to throw out there at the moment. But either way, I was grateful for the opportunity to be able to go back and spend some more time with my family. And the number one thing was to just be on my grandparents' land. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Now, when you're a kid and you're in Jamaica, things look totally different. As an adult, it's like, ooh, ah. And I'm just all over the place looking at, in amazement how the traffic is moving and how the people are moving and the close calls. And, it was just nostalgic for me. It was really great. We stayed at the Barbie Barn Hotel. It's a little hotel on the 7 Mile Beach in Negril. And Dalton was the guy who helped us. I think it's Dalton. I hope it's Dalton. Okay, yeah, Dalton. Very friendly guy. Made sure we got really nice rooms, took really good care of us. The room was nice and comfortable. We were literally, I don't even think we were 30 steps from the beach. I don't think we were 30 steps from the beach. And then the day of the family reunion, we're heading up to Kingston, taking the WeGo. The WeGo. Actually, it was rather comfortable on the WeGo. It was. He played some really nice music. We was there enjoying it until he started driving. Man, my nerves were shot. There was literally times that the tree limbs was hitting the bus as he was going around the corner. Look at them streets. You know that looked like a one-way. But no, there was 2 buses going back and beside each other at times. My nerves were shot at certain times. But we got where we had to go safely, and it was still just beautiful to see how wonderful people live, how easy. I don't want to say easy because everyone's got what they have to deal with. But it's just such a simple way of living for some of them, and I envy that. It just seems like I'm always on the go. And I know they're busy too, but I always say, I don't know, grass looks green on the other side. Your side of the lawn never looks best. But I was happy for the experience, and we got where we were going safely. In the WeGo with the bus and the limbs smacking the tree and all. At my Aunt Cecile's house. We got there. That's my dad, my father, Oliver Williams. He was working really hard, I must say. He really pulled that thing together, got all the family together, got chairs out, tables out, food brought in for the chef to prepare. Just really did a great job with bringing everyone together. And I was really glad to see him and really glad to be there at my Aunt Cecile's house. Auntie/cousin. She's really my cousin, but she's older. You know how we go. My daughter and her boyfriend, and in his hand is a cup of manish water. It was after he had the manish water that he found out what manish water was. Goat head soup. Just hanging with the family. I have a beautiful family. Grateful for them. As you can see, we love to mago. Got that my mago. Anyway, had a great time. Aunt Gillette, Auntie Cecile, Cindy, her beautiful daughter. Yeah, we had a great time. That's me again. Rochelle, my cousin. That's my aunt's son. Yeah, she typical teenager. You see what's going on? We all posing and smiling and laughing. And you see what she doing? On the cell phone. She not interested in nothing that's going on. But that's okay. I guess we've all been there. More family member. It was just a wonderful time. I had a great time. Cindy and her family. As you can see, we were outside. It was a hot day, but then, I don't think anyone cared. We sat underneath the trees and enjoyed the breeze and just caught up and had a good time. My cousin Johnny, we were kind of like the twins. We were the same age growing up and kind of got into everything together. Oh, I cannot resist a baby. And it was just a pleasure to hold that little angel, knowing good and well that how my grandparents would have just been all over her as she was there. And trust me, that baby was in just about everybody's hand. No one wanted to put her down. And that's her parents behind her, and that's her dad in that little, I guess, aqua blue shirt back there. I kind of secretly think he was holding his head up trying to keep his peace. Because I not noticed everyone who took the baby, he had this look like, are you holding her properly? Wait a minute now. Who's that? Why you touching her? But that's okay. All parents are like that. I remember when I was like that. He was praying. And there goes the man of the hour. The chef. Oh my goodness. My hat's off to him again and again. And like that guy said on the video, boy, come back here again. Hats off to you again. But he worked miracles. We had escabeche fish. We had rice and peas. We had curry goat. What else? Fried chicken. I'm trying to think of everything, but that man worked miracles, and that's my first time ever seeing someone use a darn tire rim and cook. And that man cooked the entire food for the family reunion out there. Hats off to him a million times. And the manish water. He did his thing. I've got to give it to him. Now my husband wants a grill like that. Before you know, hey, we're going to start our own line of tire rim grill. Reniel's tire rim grill. Get it. Anyway, the chafers, there we go. That's where the magic happened. He placed the magic under those lids for us to enjoy later on that day, and it was great. Yeah, as you can see, once the food got ready, they came. Cook food, people come. Oh, wow. Yeah, my fish was good, too. I think that's my husband's fish, though, but mine was good. We all had a great time. A wonderful time. It was just an awesome and amazing time. My cousin Prince, hadn't seen him since, my mom's favorite thing to say, since Whoppy killed Philip. Now, when Whoppy killed Philip and who Whoppy is, I don't know. But anytime something took a long time to happen, it's been since Whoppy killed Philip. So I ain't seen Prince since Whoppy killed Philip.
We're gonna be silent.
Here we are.
Good night. We're gonna be silent.
We got a cake and took some time to
Yes, there's 3 people who want to say thanks to tonight. 2 is not here with us anymore. And that's our grandparents and parents, Mama and Papa. So we want to have just a little silence in honor of them because they are what they do for us. Actually, everybody here passed through their hand. Miss Tilly and Miss Amen. So just some moments of silence for them because they are the reason why we are here and what they have done for us. Okay, thank you. That's for Mama and Papa. All right. And the next person, because I told you guys it's 3 people, is Oliver. Oliver make it possible tonight for all of us to be here. Yes. And we're gonna stand. We're gonna stand for Oliver. Yeah, we want to thank Oliver tonight for bringing us together. But Oliver is the one who planned all of this. He put himself really out. He has done everything to bring us all together as family, and we want to tell him thanks. Oliver, thank you very much. And I appreciate it because if it wasn't for you, we would not be gathered here tonight. And I'm happy to see everybody. I'm so excited to see everybody. And we have a cake to cut for all of us to eat together as one to show our love and unity for each other. Because we're not going to light candle, we're just going to eat cake. As love and unity for each other. So Oliver and Angelina will cut the cake and then you will go inside and she will come back out. And Oliver, although we love you, but Angelina gonna cut the cake and bring you. Oh, Angelina. Start together. 1, 2, 3. Go, Angelina. Angelina. Yes, sing it. Go ahead. Go ahead. But, all right, start it. You start it. come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, trusting in His holy word. He never fails me yet. No can turn around. We've come this far by faith. Yes, and now we want to thank everyone. We want to thank the people who fly down to be with us. Rudolph is here with us. His family could not be here. His mom and brother and friends are here. My sister Angelina is here. She come all this way to be with us. Want to tell them thanks. Candy and her family. Georgina. Yeah. And everyone, we want to say thanks to everybody for being here. We appreciate each other and to spend this time with each other. All right? And that's about it. My time to say something. Quiet, everybody. All you guys on the floor, silent. I'm walking around silent. With a white plastic thing. And you know why I'm walking around with it? Because I'm going to say, tip the chef. Money. Tip the chef. Tip the chef. Come here, chef. Make a tip your backside. Come here. The chef got to be paid for that. And we want to big up the chef who give us such wonderful meals. Want to big up the chef. Here's the chef. Come here, chef. He's here for the past 3 days. 3 days now the chef is here preparing our meals. 3 days. Big up the chef. Every time. Sharina, take over. You just remember me?
See, take a look at what she has. Look what she has. It's gonna slide.
Woo! This is a hotel in Jamaica. You know what? I'm not even going to call their name because I don't want to say that I tarnish nobody, but I'm just going to say never again. Never again. I'm sorry. Never again. Beautiful view. Absolutely gorgeous view. Beautiful view. I slept in my husband's clothes on top of the sheets because it was a situation where we couldn't get back to our hotel room that night, and it was just what was available at the moment, and let's just put it that way. I'm going to leave it that way. I just don't go there again. Yeah, that's my dad. He stopped us on to one of those stands on the side of the road to buy some fruits, and I was in fruit heaven. Neesberry, star apple, jackfruit. Oh my goodness. There goes the sweet sop. I'm telling you. And that woman, that's where we got the pepper shrimp too, I believe. Yeah, that's where we got the pepper shrimp. Oh, her pepper shrimp was good. Her pepper shrimp, I had already got so much food though, so I didn't want to mess with her, but she did have some nice shrimp soup. Maybe when I go back, I'll get some. This is the end of the day. You can't buy a picture of a sunset that looks that gorgeous. Next morning, heading to breakfast. Boy, I blend right in with the flowers, don't I? Every single morning, I got the Jamaican breakfast. I was just in heaven. I couldn't get nothing else. They had other options, but every morning I got the Jamaican breakfast, which consisted of ackee and saltfish, callaloo, fried dumpling, fried plantain, a boiled banana, and a cup of hot tea and a cup of juice. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Barbie Barn. You treated us well. Oh, and this is the church that my grandparents attended. My grandfather was a deacon at, that I went to learn all the interesting songs. Some of them I sing now again. You can't go to heaven in a miniskirt. But great memories. Brings back great memories. I was christened in that church. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm standing on that same porch I was standing on earlier when I was a little girl. But the house was no longer there. We don't know what happened, how it happened, but the house caught on fire. And I think that after the house caught on fire, none of the children lived there. No one's around to really take care of the land, so it just kind of grew over. I was amazed to see that anybody who's hungry can live off of that land for years. I mean, no ends to the fruit trees and the vegetables, all on that land, all them trees up there. I mean, you can eat. You know, I must love food. You hear me talking about food. And that tank right there, that tank looked so small to me when I was looking at it. But when I was a kid, it was the biggest thing I ever seen in my life. It was the biggest thing I ever seen in my life. And look at it now. Mama and Papa. Funeralized back to back. And next to them is my Uncle Leslie, who just recently passed. My favorite uncle, well, one of my favorite uncles. Let me take that back before the uncles hear that and call me. One of my favorite uncles, my grandfather and my grandmother. And I had to take the time to go pay tribute to them, and that was something else. My husband is like, he knew good and well that if it wasn't for them, I would have never walked through them bushes. And I'm going to tell you one thing, he's certainly right about that. But it wasn't nothing stopping me that day from getting down there. Yeah, and look at what I'm talking about. Do you see the banana trees behind me? Sugar cane, pear, ackee, everything is on that land. I'm like, break out the oven and the grill and whatever and let's cook, because we can certainly do it. That road looked so much wider to me when I was younger. I remember crossing that street, going down into the hill, down, and then going up the hill with my grandfather when him go bush. Because his farm was he owns all the land, but his farm, he did a lot of farming on the opposite side of the road. And so it was pretty much a half a day's darn journey. It felt like anyway. But I remember we would go up in the bush, and while they cutting whatever and digging up whatever and doing whatever, Mama would be over there with the pot on cooking and boiling dumpling, and we'd have callaloo, and I mean, it's just great memories. Great memories. And to be there as an adult and see how things have changed and how much grown up the things are around there, and you don't see the clear path anymore. It kind of saddens me a bit, because I want things to be the way it was when I was a child, but I know it can't be. But that's okay, because they're in my heart. They'll always be the same in my heart, and who knows, something might work out where I might go down there and do something in Darleston. At least cut that path back open. Who knows?
Look at this letter.
This is my father.
What the hell do you want me to do?
Yeah, this is where Oliver Williams tried to kill me.
It records?
Trying to make my heart jump out my chest. Them streets is so narrow. I mean, absolutely narrow. There's no way that should be considered a two-way street.
Battery?
3
But
backup,
that
yeah.
man fly around every bloody corner he can fly around. I don't know why he won't slow down. Beep beep around every corner. Beep beep, beep beep.
Battery.
And then because it's a hill,
Okay. Now I take care of that.
They're not getting out the road, huh?
It's the idiots. Birds sell the parts. For some reason, country people don't get out the road when cars come. Don't know why. And if you're driving behind him and you blow your horn, they don't look like you. So if the car is coming out of control, you're gonna kill it.
Yes. It's too much. Daddy, why you driving faster? You drove slower than that.
It's a hill. I don't have to drive fast for this. It's a downhill. You just keep going. For the brakes, you just go. I can cut the engine off. This thing will make it all the way into the town without me cutting the engine off.
And this is big enough for 2 cars? Yeah, yes.
Didn't you see another car just pass me?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You missed all the fun. Yes.
2 cars, 2 trucks been driving here. See, y'all break, America break it to ride. And you're on the big streets.
To tell you.
You're a lot of horn. Some people know you're coming around, man.
You go out the bus driver kept blowing the horn to you. Thought he was trying to wake y'all up. But none of the streets he drove on was this small.
Oh.
The bus that we took to Kingston.
Yeah, because he used a different route. But there, guess what? There's a bus just as big passer through right here.
It wasn't that far. I was asleep. Oh, you slept as soon as you got in the car, you started falling asleep? Okay.
Where you moving to? You're in your pink suitcase. I'm gonna look for one like that. I'll try to find the ugliest color suitcase I can find.
Why?
A lot of people won't have it, so when I come in the airport, I know that's my suitcase. I went and find a green one. Because I don't know how to travel with suitcase. I mostly travel with my little bag. So just trip like this, I come with a suitcase. So I have my little bag. Well, I went and get that green one for the first 2 times carrying it here. Nobody had one. Get it in, I'm getting off the plane. 3 of them. Because I remember a lady, she was ready to grab it, mine. I go, nope, ain't yours. So I need to change it.
These roads are so narrow. My goodness.
See, look, 2 cars passing. See?
She about to have a heart attack.
Candy. They used to do this when you were living here. Driving this road with mom. Every day. What happened then? You didn't cry, you used to love going with her. Oh man.
So We're leaving. It's our final night in Jamaica. Bye-bye. It was very sad because nobody, well, I don't think any of us was really ready to go. I mean, you couldn't pay for that. Getting up every morning, getting breakfast fixed for you. You're right there to the ocean, you know. I mean, it's just spent time with my family. I had some Guinep. I haven't had Guinep in I don't know how long. And I know that places like Florida and stuff like that have Guinep, but they don't have Guinep in Michigan. And so I was brought back to my childhood, and it was just wonderful. And so we headed back to Florida. Back to the States. It was like, pardon is such sweet sorrow. And anyway, I do want to take the time to thank each and every one of you for kind of going down memory lane with me. I most definitely want to thank my husband, who is always there as a source of encouragement, and even just taking moments out of his day to even put this together for me, knowing how important of a trip that was for me, knowing how important my grandparents were and still is to me. Unfortunately, he wasn't caught in the video, and for some, half of his body was pictured, but he's just never been the type of person, I guess, that likes to take a lot of picture. But I do want to take this time to just say, rest well, live on, Uncle Paul, Uncle/Cousin Paul. The family reunion was the last time we saw him. And if I had known that it was going to be the last time I would see him, Lord knows I would have hugged him a little tighter. But he passed shortly after we came back to the States. So just live on, Uncle Paul. I definitely just wanted to take this time to say amen to Laura Williams, who's looking down, up at me. I love you all. I appreciate you all, and I thank you for all the wisdom, love, understanding, just plain old everything that you all instilled in me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Live on.